Hello, everybody. I know we're all excited to be back in school for the year. Seventh grade, big year, fun times right there. Parents, honest to goodness, this video is more for y'all than the kids because the kids have already heard this in class, and some of this stuff may not be new if you came to open house. You already heard some of it, or you may be familiar with some of it, but I'm still going to walk through it anyways because I put the QR code on the slip for you guys to watch. So we can go through this right quick. Parents, your kids brought home this document right here that says responsibilities and procedures 23 through 24. And it's got a front and back. Mine aren't front and back, but it's got a page that looks like that. That is a parent-student contract. I want to make sure you guys understand everything on this paper before you sign anything. First off, I'm Michael Bean. I'll be your child's English teacher this year. You probably met me open house. If you didn't, hi. I know you can't see me right now, but hi. Materials are over here on the left-hand side. 3-ring binder, plenty of paper, pens and pencils, colored pencils, highlighters, positive attitude. Positive attitude is key right there. The reason why it says plenty of paper is every day I'm probably going to ask them to get out a sheet of paper. If you buy one of those like 50-cent filler packs, that's more than enough paper to get them through the year. What I'm trying to avoid is come February, me saying, get out a sheet of paper, and Billy Bob saying, well, I don't have a sheet of paper. I don't have any paper at all. If you got one of those 50-cent filler packs, you'll be good to go for the entire school year, okay? Warning, we're in English class, so of course we're going to read and write, we're going to read and write, we're going to read and write, we're going to do all that because the more you read, the better you write, the more you write, the better you read. I know that's common sense, but I don't, just a heads up that when your child comes home and says, my teacher's making me read and write, oh my gosh, it shouldn't be a shock because it's English class. Grading scales right there, that's universal through middle school and high school. It's a 10-point grading scale. It's nothing new to y'all. We have minor assessments, we have major assessments. Minor assessments make up 6% of the grade. Major assessments take up 40. Your minor assessments would be warm-ups or journals or classwork or homework or exit slips. And your major assessments will be quizzes, essays, tests and projects, okay? Right here it says there's a zero tolerance policy. Not that your child would ever do this, but if a kid turns in an assignment to me and I can tell that they should have done better, I'm going to ask them to fix it. If they turn in an assignment to me and I can tell they just didn't try at all, I'm going to have them fix it. So it's easier to do it right the first time than to have to come see me during specials or during recess or, during lunch or after school. It's just easier to do it the first time through. That's just all there is to it. If they need help, they can come talk to me, but it's easier to do it than have to do it and then have to redo it, if that makes sense. That's what that zero tolerance policy is saying, that if they give me less than their best effort, I'm going to have them fix it, which all teachers should be doing that anyways. You came to open house, you've already seen this information, so bear with me. I don't use Remind for communication with parents. I use an app called TeamReach. If your child's on a sports team, 90% chance they're using TeamReach. I just like it a little bit better. I can stick more information in TeamReach than I can on Remind. So if you've never used TeamReach before, excuse me, all you got to do is download the TeamReach app. You're going to sign in. I always sign in using Google. I think that's the easiest way to do it. But the group code is Ghostbusters. You got put that code in, and then this group name should pop up. Bean ELA 2324. That's when you know you're in the right spot. Okay, so that's how you use TeamReach. Everything I post to TeamReach, I also post to Twitter or X or whatever that app is called now. My username's @TeachingBean. You do not need to follow me on Twitter if you don't have Twitter. If your kids don't have Twitter, that's fine too, because it's a form of social media. You guys as parents need to use your best discretion there. But everything I post to TeamReach is also on Twitter, so that way it's in multiple locations. Again, because that is a form of social media, you do not have to use that unless you're comfortable using that. If you're already on Twitter, you can go ahead and follow it. You'll see all the same stuff I post in TeamReach is also posted on Twitter. Last but not least, there's my email address, bnm@advancedcharter.org. Parents, if you send me an email at 10:30 on a Friday night, please understand I'm not going to respond till probably Monday morning. Because it's the weekend and I have a life outside of school just like you. Okay, so if you send me an email Monday morning, give me a grace period. Give me till Tuesday afternoon because some days some things get hectic. I try to respond to emails as fast as I see them, but some days are hectic, especially if you're asking me a specific question about a specific assignment. So bear with me. I am human just like the rest of y'all, okay? That's the front sheet of the paper. If you don't have any questions, get it, because it's a video, you can't even ask a question. The second sheet, the backside of that, are our 7th grade expectations for your children this year. Now, this is posted in my classroom. It's posted in Miss Stone's classroom. It's posted in Mr. Capri's classroom. And none of this stuff is new stuff. It's just our expectations for them. And it's all common sense stuff like number 7, we don't hit people. Well, no, duh. We know not to hit people, especially in 7th grade, we don't hit people. Number 10, be kind. No, we've been teaching that since kindergarten. Number 16, not throwing trash, pencils, or pens. You would never want your child to do that to begin with. So all this stuff is common sense stuff. We're just making sure it's in writing so our kids can understand and y'all can understand. 7th graders are very black and white people. Like they want to see it written down. You can't, abstract thinking, that skill isn't all the way quite there yet. So we found with 7th graders it's best to have it written down where they can see it. But all the stuff is common sense, like keeping your chair flat on the floor. Of course we're going to do stuff like that, okay? But yeah, like I said, they're posted in my room, Capri's room, Stone's room. It's universal across the board. Also, our 7 rules for 7th grade. Be on time, be respectful, follow directions, try your best, don't be foolish or dramatic, keep your phones in your locker, just be nice. All these things are common sense. But again, they're posted in my room, in Miss Stone's room, Mr. Capri's room. That way, from room to room, they know there are expectations and our rules from the get-go. And again, all these are common sense stuff, like not being foolish or dramatic, but we're just making sure it's on the wall for the kids to see every single day, okay? The last part of this sheet of paper, this is a parent-student contract. Your kids have probably already signed it. You guys make sure y'all sign it. Fill that information out for us, just in case we need to contact you. And last but not least, make sure you give it back to your baby because they're going to bring it to me the next day. They're going to turn it in, and it should be an easy 100 because I believe every single 9 weeks we should start off with a nice, easy 100 to boost our confidence and get the year rolling nice and strong with this. So make sure you get that signed, bring it back to me, and that's how we'll kick the year off. I'm excited about having your kid in my classroom this year. We always have good days in my class. We don't have bad days. I don't believe in having bad days. So every day is a good day. We're going to continue that tradition this year with your babies. If you've got any questions, holler at me. I promise you I don't bite. I don't kick. I don't hit. If you got any questions, though, please holler at me and give them time by email. Thank you, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.